Hi there, my name is Cupicate, and welcome back to WolfQuest Fire on Fire Pup Reveal episode. So we won't be going into the next litter just yet in this episode. We're going to be looking at pups today, at Teau's pups. So just as a brief reminder for everybody and myself, we did actually get to see and go through Teau's last litter of pups, but I thought we might as well go ahead and have a refresher. After all, we will only be picking one pup out of all of the litters Teau has with Sundance. When Sundance passes, even if it's in the next litter, we will not have any more. He will not get another mate, and he himself can't have pups without another mate. I mean, you just can't either way. And so once Sundance passes, no more litters with Teau. So only one pup, which is going to be hard because there's a lot of beautiful, precious pups out of his first litter, and I'm sure the same goes for his second. So as a reminder, here is Seraphine. That was one of his daughters from the first litter that survived, and she was named after Seraph, who Teau very much considers his mother. And here is Moon Dancer, who did manage to survive the very, very first litter. Isn't he beautiful with his Snagglefang? He's all ready to go with that Snagglefang. I don't remember seeing this very much. I wonder if this is actually Aries' coat, but this coat is not common as far as I'm aware, or maybe it's just gray. It's a gray version of a coat I already know, but it's really pretty. I love this gray. But yes, that is one of his sons. And here is Eartham, another son from his first litter that survived. He was actually the rare white coat, because when you get the rare white coat, it turns into this coat right here, this almost husky looking coat. With the scar across the face. I don't know if the white coat ends up being anything else, but this one is pretty common. If you get the white coat pup, it will turn into this coat right here. But yeah, here is Eartham. And those were actually the only 3 pups to survive in the first litter, because as you remember, both Stardust and Bastion died of sickness. I think almost all of those pups actually got sick, and only 3 of them survived, unfortunately. So now we will go to our current litter, where we did lose Sunset to, I believe it was Junction Butte wolves while they were traveling to a new den site. Sunset unfortunately was lost in the midst of a battle of territory, which breaks my heart. So Sunset, unfortunately, we will not get to see her as she did not survive it. But we will get to see all the others. Yes! So Root has, I believe this is called the Cinderella coat, because of its blueness. The same coat as Steigander, actually. But Steigander is got the really, really dark, almost black eyes, which is why we will be making him probably an evil alignment wolf on the warpath. But Root ended up getting these almost green eyes on his blue pelt. Kiba. What are you doing? What are you doing, girl? Are you talking? Yeah? Are you? She has had a lot to say lately with the new addition to the family. Yes, she's had a lot to say. It's okay, I understand. I know, there's a lot going on. Oh, okay. If you ever wanted to know what it's like owning a husky, it's like owning a 2-year-old that has a lot to say, but they're very smart. They learned fast, and they're like sponges. Ain't that right, baby? She's like, okay, Mom, I'm ignoring you now. All right, so let's step in here to the Modify Wolf. So here is Root. Look at those eyes. So he does indeed have the Cinderella coat. Yes, his eyes really do look almost green in nature. Wow, look at that. Let's hear those howls. Very nice, beautiful boy. His ears are gorgeous. I don't know that I want to do anything to his ears right now, but we will be giving him the Snaggle Fang tooth. It is definitely a dominant gene. We are not going to let this be a recessive gene, and everyone who is passed down from Kiba will have the Snaggle Fang. And that is how you will know. Yes, Kiba, that's how we'll know. Because they come from you, baby. So it looks like he has a plus in speed and a minus in health, which is really interesting. He got speed. I wonder if he got that from Sundance, because I don't think Teau has speed. And then obviously we cannot see any of his personality stats, but this bio is ready to add a story for our sweet Root. And this is the part where I will always ask for y'all's help. I have a few ideas for some pups that really stick out to me, and some personality traits and some background that I want for them. But that doesn't mean that y'all won't have better ideas, because y'all have amazing creative brains. You prove that every single time we get to this pup part. So let me know throughout the series what you saw in Root, whether he was closer to his family, whether he wanted to be away, if he was close to a particular pup, or if you want to give him a random background out of nowhere. As long as he is still Teau and Sundance's son, he can have a crazy backstory. I'm totally down for that. So y'all just let me know how you feel about Root or any of these other pups in this episode. Manda! Oh my gosh. Child, you are gorgeous. Look at you, you're like a model. Oh, I like that her eyes are not quite as dark as Stygander, otherwise she would look terrifying. Now, her eyes are still pretty dark, but they're nowhere near as dark, thank goodness. I can even tell while looking at the screen. Looking at the smaller screen over here on this side, she looks terrifying, but on this screen, it just looks like she has brown eyes. So she ended up with the 755M coat, which is absolutely beautiful. It looks really similar, actually, to the Cinderella coat, which is cool. It makes her and Root definitely look like siblings. And there's her beautiful brown eyes. Yes, they're definitely not like Stygander. Stygander's was like they were both like all the way up here. It was pretty crazy. All right, girl, let's check out those howls. Wow, that was a deep, commanding howl almost. And then soft and lonely, so she could be serious and soft, and she kind of looks like that in a way. She looks like she has some softness to her, but that she could command an army if she needed to. I don't know, just looking at her right now, I get intense feelings, like almost like you would if you were like a knight of the King's Guard kind of attitude. She gives off that presence, like she is a knight of a King's Guard, you know? That she's not looking for war, but she's a protector, and she commands that type of respect from others that are near her. That's just the vibe I'm kind of getting from her right now. We will also go ahead and give her the Snaggle tooth. I don't know if I want to do anything with ears and tails just yet, not until I have a backstory. The backstory always tells me if there might be an injury, where there might be ear nicks, or there might be a tail that's crooked or cut off. But I don't think she's going to have a short tail. I think she needs that long tail, actually. Wow. Okay, so her stats are also kind of all over the board here. So she's not very strong, nor is she very, boy. Oh boy. These are bad. Wait. Manda? Are you the runt? Oh my gosh! She's the runt! Guys, did it say that in the screen and I just missed it? Manda is the runt. She has a minus in strength, -2 in stamina, plus in speed, and -2 in health. I love that she has a presence of a commander, but she doesn't have the stats to back that up at all. Oh boy. And maybe that's why she commands that presence, as she knows her weaknesses. Maybe it's almost like a bravado. I don't know. Wow. So Manda is our runt. That's why she took so long to catch up. And it makes sense. But the smallest pup isn't always the runt in the end. But she's definitely a runt. Jeez. This poor girl. This poor girl. And same thing for her. She does not have a bio or background, and that again is what I'm looking to y'all for. I may have ideas in mind, but again, I love hearing y'all's, and I may morph an entire wolf around what you think in the comments below. I am in absolute shock right now. Ember legitimately looks like an ember. Is this one of the new coats? What is this? No, she kind of looks like Sundance, but with like is Ember a boy? Ember has to be a boy. Ember has to be a boy. Ember is a boy. Ember's a boy. He looks like Sundance, but he's interesting. Let me take a look-see. Yeah, this is from the founders. So this isn't even one of the new coats. This is 10M. I'm gonna have to figure out what Sundance is, but my gosh, look at that face. He's got like a white mask. That face is absolutely stunning. And he's got pretty golden eyes. Wow. What do your howls sound like, buddy? Ah, yes, he has the longest howl that is really annoying when you're trying to take territory. Oh, I like that one. It's kind of high-pitched and lonely sounding. All right, bud, let's give you your snaggle fang. Oh, that kind of made him look a little more intense. My gosh. He's almost got like striped legs. I've never really noticed that with Sundance, but maybe this is her coat? He's almost got like red in him? That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen this coat on a pup before. So for him, he's really strong. No wonder he's so big. I'm like, he has to be a boy. But it's also because he has a +2 in strength. He is a big boy. But he's very, very slow, and he's not as healthy. However, that strength could make up for both of those pretty easily, especially if we add stamina, if he gets chosen. So I wonder what his story is. He's so strong looking. But funny enough, I almost feel like Ember would be a little dopey. I don't know, I'm getting the dopey vibe off of him. Like, he doesn't really have a care in the world other than just to find happiness. And that's kind of all he really wants. But that's my vibe. That may not be your vibe. So I'm interested to hear what y'all have to say about Ember and that beautiful white mask of his. My goodness, you are a stunning boy. Look at you. Oh my gosh, could Crow look any more perfect? I'm just saying. Crow! He looks like a crow! Oh, honey, you are so beautiful. This has got to be a new coat. Isn't this the T coat? Hold on. Little T. Yes. This is from the new DLC coat list. Little T. My gosh, is he gorgeous. Look at that. The dusted back with the white freckling, but then the brownish haunches and belly. But the true black on his muzzle. Oh, he's so pretty. That little T coat is just too gorgeous. And piercing golden eyes. Honestly, this is the eye color that Bane had. And that might actually be where this eye color comes from. Crow's grandfather. Wow. What do you sound like, buddy? Nice. Nice low howl. And then it's the pain howl. I call that one the pain howl because it sounds like the wolf is in pain. I know I shouldn't call it that, but he's got that one. Interesting. Both really low, though. He's got some low commanding howls. Oh, wow. Let's give him the Snagglefang. Yes. Gosh, he looks like he belongs in the Snagglefang family because he's got that dark, dark pelt. He definitely got the Snagglefang gene from his grandfather Bane. Oh my goodness. Even though the Snagglefang actually came from Kiba. Let's look at your stats, buddy. Okay, so he's got a plus in stamina, but he is super slow. And he's got a plus in health. So he's healthy. He can go longer, just not very fast. Maybe we could adjust that if he ends up getting chosen. Crow, my goodness, buddy. That is gorgeous. Wow, this family is super diverse in coat colors. Super diverse. But you can definitely tell that Root and Manda are absolutely siblings. Ember kind of sticks out like a sore thumb, but he definitely takes after his mom. I think Ember takes after his mom probably more so than anything else. And then Crow got all of the genes from Bane on that side of the family. Willow, did you get one of the new coats as well? Oh, I love this. It almost looks like she's wearing a beautiful necklace. She is majestic looking. But she looks so happy and just like genuinely happy. She's got green eyes, which fits her namesake. She is stunning. Willow, what coat do you have, love? She does. She has the U black. Oh my gosh. Absolutely beautiful. She's, oh guys, I'm taken with her. She's the only wolf that I really have the most stuff kind of set aside for. I want her to be spiritually connected to her cousin, Willow, who she's kind of accidentally named after. And I'm even thinking about doing a possible rolling to see which spirit is more active that day. Almost as if the spirit, the soul of her cousin Willow morphed inside of hers. And it's going to be like two wolves live in one body and they fight over who is more in control that day. I think it would be a really interesting way to play, and we would have a goal, a quirk, and a flaw set for each of the willows that may be different, and depending on what I roll is what I do that day. It would be a really interesting way to play, something we haven't done before, and I was kind of hoping to tell you guys about that because she could be fun. And I don't want to, I don't want to like sway the vote. Obviously vote for whoever your favorite is. We have potentially 2 more litters with Teau and Sundance. Maybe more if Sundance lives long enough. But currently, the ideas that I have for her would make her such a fun choice. But I don't know if she would necessarily be the right choice for what Teau is looking for. But if anything, I could possibly make an exception where there's a Teau choice and there's an us choice, right? So then we end up still playing 2 wolves. But I have to make sure that I've got time for all of that. But I love that idea I have for her. Anyways, let's go ahead and look at her beautiful green eyes. We had lots of green in this litter. What are your howls, baby? Really low and haunting. Yes. Absolutely gorgeous. Boy, the girls in this just ended up being so mature and commanding. Let's give her that Snagglefang. Yes, now she looks like she belongs to the family. And what are her stats? So she has a plus in stamina and health and -2 in speed. Same as her brother Crow. Exactly the same, actually. So that's pretty interesting. Which is funny because they look the most alike. So Ember really sticks out. Poor Ember. Sundance must have extremely recessive genes because we have Manda and Root that look like their siblings, and those are considered black coats, which would come from Teau. And then we have Crow and Willow that look like they came directly from Teau, and they look like siblings. And then you have Ember that's just like there. Poor Ember. My goodness, these pups are beautiful. I can't wait to hear what you think about my ideas for Willow, but I can't wait even more to hear about the ideas you have for the other pups that I don't have much for. Wow, y'all, that was a pretty serious reveal. I hope that you like these pups. I love every single one of them. I don't know, but somehow this litter almost ended up being better than the last litter. It's seriously crazy. It's absolutely insane how different they are too, like really different. And I'm excited to see what happens for our third litter, which we will be starting next week. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys are okay with me continuing Teau. I hope you don't get bored with him, but we're going to be changing up his stuff here and there, and then making a list of all these pups and who we're going to end up playing out of all of his litters. That is so crazy! Well, I hope you liked this episode. If you did, give the like button that tickle and a poke. Subscribe to join our family if you haven't already, and jingle that bell to get notified so you know when I start the next litter for Teau and you get to help name puppies. Yes! Also, feel free to click the follow me link down in the description if you want to join Discord or see me live on Twitch or any of my other socials. They're all down there. Check that out. I love you guys. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time for more of WolfQuest. Bye!